millions of people live with chronic gut issues like IBS that refuse to respond to standard care. They may try dozens of different medications, only to watch the treatments wash away uselessly into the void. The traditional medical approach assumes these problems are strictly physical, the result of a specific diet, of localized inflammation, or an imbalance in gut bacteria. But researchers at New York University are now investigating a cause that exists entirely outside the digestive tract. This team is looking past daily dietary triggers to find the source of the pain in invisible events that occurred decades before the physical symptoms even began. Their findings suggest that for many patients, chronic digestive pain is a biological echo, a physical manifestation of the emotional environment they experience during early childhood. This connection is driven by the gut-brain axis, a two-way signal loop that facilitates constant communication between the mind and the digestive system. To test how early life stress affects this loop, NYU scientists used mouse models, separating newborns from their mothers for a few hours each day to simulate early adversity. The researchers then monitored the mice into adulthood to see if those early stressors had any lasting impact on their physiology. Even months later, the stressed mice showed increased anxiety, alongside significant changes in gut motility, with females prone to diarrhea and males experiencing constipation. The study demonstrated that an emotional stressor in infancy can effectively rewrite internal biological settings, resulting in measurable physical symptoms later in life. The damage follows a specific logic. When stress disrupts the sympathetic nervous system, it alters gut motility without causing pain. A separate sex hormone pathway triggers raw pain, leaving movement unaffected. Finally, serotonin pathways impact both pain and motility simultaneously. Because these symptoms are controlled by entirely different biological wires, a single one-size-fits-all treatment is often ineffective for these complex disorders. The findings in these animal models are now being mirrored by massive studies of human populations. One study in Denmark followed 40,000 children for 15 years, tracking their health from birth through adolescence. The data showed that children of mothers with untreated depression had a significantly higher risk of developing conditions like colic, nausea, and IBS. These results were reinforced by the NIH-funded ABCD study, which analyzed nearly 12,000 children across the United States. Researchers found that any form of early childhood adversity, from neglect to parental mental health struggles, correlated with a spike in gastrointestinal problems by age 9. The human data confirms the biological reality. Early trauma leaves a measurable, lasting impact on the development of the nervous system. This research challenges the current standard for diagnosing gastrointestinal disorders. The future of care lies in personalized medicine, identifying which specific biological pathway was affected by a patient's history to provide a targeted treatment. This approach requires doctors to look beyond current stressors, to prioritize a detailed interrogation of a patient's childhood history. It serves as a reminder that while the mind may move on from early trauma, the body maintains a permanent physical record of those experiences.